Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Sunday call. I apologize, I'm a minute late, but I'm going to give some time for you guys to get online. Today, I am bringing a topic that is very relevant for me today, and this is the topic of feeling enough, being enough, and finding out that maybe there's nothing wrong with you. If you've been in my classes, you've heard me saying this, and this comes from one of the principles that I've learned with Reverend Michael that goes, we're only here in this universe or in this world to evolve and expand. And I know when you say, well, what do you mean that there's nothing wrong with me? What do you mean I don't have to change? No, but I do have some habits, situations, people in my life that must change. So today we're going to elevate our conversation to more than just third dimensional conversation like we've done in some of the calls before. There's some Sunday calls where we talk about very specific things. So we've talked about nonviolent communication. We've talked about boundaries. We've talked about some things that are very important for this third dimension, right? Now, there's some other conversations when I know, at least for me, I know I'm ready to go a little deeper, a little bit more than what my eyes can see, than what my ears can hear, than what my hands can touch, more than what I perceive with my human eye, with my human perception. I want to go deeper, and that's where that question is relevant. What if at a certain level of awareness, a deep level of awareness, there's never been anything wrong with you? There's nothing to change, nothing to fix. We're only here to evolve and expand. So I know for the first time I heard this, my first reaction was like, I don't know about that. That sounds weird. I know I have to change. And I am in love with personal development. I'm in love with spiritual development. I love it. I thrive on that. And many, many times I've done it from a space of I have to be fixed. There's something really wrong with me. But when I have shifted my perception, it's not that I stop doing the work. It's not that I stop going within. But what I do is that I do it from a different space. I do it from a space of wholeness. Therefore, I can go a little deeper. So I don't want to go too much into the topic before we don't get into our beingness, before we don't get into that part of us that doesn't have that much chatter, that is a little deeper. So the way that we do this, as you know, is we're going to get into ourselves by just breathing. So pay close attention to your breath in this moment. I love to put my hands facing upwards, as you know, just to become a little bit more humble. For me, this is also a sign of I'm surrendering right now. I'm willing to relax my thoughts. I'm really willing to let go of any need to push, to struggle, to make it happen, to control, to manipulate. I'm ready. So if you want, you can put your hands like this. And together we're going to breathe 3 times. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out the mouth. And I'm going to invite you to keep breathing in and out as you listen to my words. Inhaling, it's a beautiful masculine act of receiving, making it happen. You receive, and as you exhale, you surrender with that feminine energy that we are. It doesn't have to make you a woman or a man. We're just working with the energy. You receive, you surrender. You breathe in, you surrender. So in this receiving and surrender, we begin this class. We know that it is safe to be here. That it is safe to connect to our souls. It is safe to let go of the past and the need to know about the future. It is safe to be you right here, right now. Knowing that you're not a minute too late, not a minute too early. You're exactly where you need to be in your own existence, on this earth, and in the universe. So we start identifying ourselves with that silent guru in ourselves that has no judgment, that has no prejudice, no yesterday, no tomorrow. It's only right here, right now. Only love, only compassion, infinite possibilities. So we're going to breathe the last 3 times to begin this class. We're going to breathe in and out with gratitude. So inhale, gratitude. Let go as gratitude. Inhale, gratitude. Exhale, gratitude. Inhale, gratitude. Surrender with gratitude. And we are ready to begin this class now that we've connected to our inner guidance, our inner self. Beautiful. Awesome. So I see some people online. If you can say hi, I would love to see your name so I can say hi to you. So I see Diana. Hi, amiga. So good that you're here. Joe. Hi, Joe. Hi, Kelty. So good to see you here. If there's anybody else connected out there, I'd love to say your name out loud. So today we're going to talk about what the subject says. What if there's nothing wrong with you? What if you are already enough? Let's just ask that question to ourselves in this moment. What if? You don't have to believe it, but let's play with it. What if really you truly believe that there's nothing wrong with you? What if you truly, truly, truly believe that you're enough? How would your life be better? How would your perceptions be different? How would your relationships be also different? How would you navigate life if you believed that this was true? I know right now you may say, Paula, I like how it sounds, but I don't believe it's true. It's okay if you don't yet. But what if? Let's just play with that idea. What if you believe that? Hi, Peter. Hi. What if? I know that when I answer this question, something really interesting happens to me. I get very present. I get in the present moment. It's almost like there is no aversion to think about the past or the future, or how much I have to change, how much I have to accomplish. I just get very present just by entertaining the question. Even though at times, especially when I'm triggered, it's very, very hard for me to believe it. So as I said at the beginning, I teach this concept when I teach The Answers Youth, Reverend Michael's class. And there's one of the principles that they teach at Agape, that Reverend Michael teaches, that says, you're only in this world to evolve and expand as a unique expression of the universe. So the universe is constantly expanding. So therefore you are too. And all of the experiences, all of the human experiences that we have, they're just aiding us. They're just helping us to do this evolution, this expansion, this ascension. But here's the thing, or here's the catch, and I think this is why it's relevant to talk about this today. It's very easy to do our personal development work and spiritual work from a space of, I need to be fixed and there's something wrong with me and I'm not enough. So I need to keep pushing for that to happen. And when I've done that in my life, I just keep finding myself dissatisfied and completely addicted to input, to a lot coming in and not really practicing what I'm learning. Marianne Williamson said something very brilliant one time, and she said, if you're not feeling enough, nothing will ever be enough. If you're not feeling enough, nothing will ever be enough. And I see us as a society Are you guys here? I just got disconnected. I love that Elvis and her just got connected on this call too. Are you guys still here? I got disconnected. I don't know what's going on with my internet today. Very unpredictable. If you can still hear me and see me, please type I can see you, I can hear you in the comments so that I continue. Can you guys see me and hear me? I hope you do. I just don't want to keep talking if you guys are not here with me. So if anybody can just type in the comments, I can see you, Paola, I can hear you, that'd be awesome. If not, I'll restart this this call. All good, continue. Okay, you're here. Awesome. Let's continue. All right, good. So thank you, Teddy. Thank you, Kelty. Sometimes we do this work from a space of I'm not enough, and so nothing is enough, and then we become addicted to our thoughts. We become addicted to having input, getting too much advice, trying too hard. And when I have tried too hard, and then I connect to my soul has a tendency to tell me, oh, honey, why are you trying so hard? There's no need to try so hard. And when I hear this, sometimes I tear up and I'm like, oh, because I still believe deep down in me that I have to do it all. And, I have compassion to that aspect of me. And then I remember a little deeper and then I let go of trying so hard. So when we're over-identified with the world of phenomena, what's the world of phenomena? The five senses, what they did, what the government has done, what my past was, how it hurts me when this person says or does this kind of stuff, how my body has failed me. So all of these things that we see and touch and perceive from the world of phenomena, when we're over-identified with this, we think that there's something wrong with us or something that needs to be fixed. And we also believe that we need to try really hard. And when we do all of that and we're not working on the knowing that you're enough and then there's nothing to fix, when we keep working the tip of the iceberg, it just, at least to me, it seems like it's never enough. It's never enough. And so that's where the suffering gets a little bit more intense. That's when we get disempowered. That's when we get very angry. When I talked about anger in one of the videos, if you haven't watched it, I invite you to watch it. Anger is that emotion that comes to the rescue to make you feel a little bit empowered. Because sadness and fear, that's when you feel really disempowered. So we get angry, we get frustrated, we don't get satisfied, nothing is enough, we get irritated because we keep looking outside. And you know why we never find the answers to our questions? We never find them because they're right here. And if we keep insisting that it must be out there, we're just never going to find them. Now, I know you've heard this. I know you may say, well, Paula, I've heard it, but I still do this thing. We still do that thing. We still engage in the bad habit. We still engage in the thoughts that are is that negative self-talk or whatever it is that you do because we've forgotten. And what we've forgotten is that nothing ever touches us. What do you mean by that, Paola? Well, I'm going to tell you a story that maybe you've heard before, and this comes from Ernest Holmes. And it said like this: imagine that, I heard it from Reverend Michael, but I know it comes from a book from Ernest Holmes. And so imagine there's a bucket of black paint over here, and I throw that bucket of black paint into the air. How much of the black paint gets stuck into the air? And the answer is none, Paola. The paint cannot get stuck into the air because there's nothing to stick to. And why is that? Because the air is intangible. You can't touch the air. Just like we cannot touch our spirit, we cannot touch our soul. That soul is the air. So what is the black paint of life? Is that habit that has turned into an addiction? What if the black paint is your past? What if the black paint is that thing that you think your parents did to you? What if the black paint is your, that sense of lack of clarity that you're having in this moment, or dissatisfaction at work, or feeling a little lost? Feelings, perceptions, beliefs, opinions of others, the lack of money or the lack of direction, all of that you perceive as being uncomfortable and yucky. What if that's the black paint of life? And, call it black paint just for lack of a better analogy. But none of that black paint, has ever stained or touched your soul. Because your soul and your spirit can never be touched. Spirituality means eternal. Your spirit means that you're an eternal being. Or, talking about spirit, we're talking about that eternal I amness, presence. So imagine, I like to imagine that you're sitting right there in the center of your being in a throne, because you're royalty. I like to call people queens and kings. And not because one or the other is special, but because we're all special. We're all the beloveds of the universe. So imagine your soul, your beautiful spirit, seated right there in the throne in the center of your being. So much wisdom. It's the most amazing guru you're ever known. Waiting patiently for our brains, for our egos to surrender to the truth of who we are. Not judging, not saying, oh my God, I can't believe my ego right there on earth is doing all those mistakes. It just observes us with so much compassion, with so much love, with so much patience. And when we remember that we are that I am presence, that loving awareness, then we can go into right action in the world of phenomena. So I'm not saying here that we don't do things. I'm not saying here quit reading the books, quit going to the seminar, but let's do it from a different space. I know that I've told you that in the past I dealt with binge eating disorders, and the other day I did a post about how women especially, and I have been in the past, very cruel to my body. And I still try to eat as clean as I can. I still do exercises, but the difference between me now and me 10 years ago, 7 years ago, even 5 years ago, is that before I was doing it from a space I'm not enough. I need to change my body. There's something wrong with me. I was pushing and it felt really hard. And now I still do it because I love it, but I do it from a space I am enough and I deserve this. I'm worthy of good food. I'm worthy of good health. So you see, I didn't stop doing the action, but I do it from a different space. And I would love to tell you that sometimes, or I'm always really, really good to my body. No, sometimes I forget, but I know that I have the chance to remember again. So this is not a process of perfection. This is a process of progress, progression, evolution, expansion. So we can keep going to the therapist, to the coach, to reading the book, doing the medicine, doing all of that. But are you doing it from a space that you know that you are there to encounter, to go back to with that essence of you, to remember that there's nothing wrong with you. Nothing has ever touched you. That all of those circumstances are aiding, are helping your soul to go to the next level of your own evolution. What if? You don't have to believe me. This is something that you experience with your heart, with your emotions, with your body. It goes beyond the mind. So let's take a deep breath, please. Let go. Okay, Nicole says hi. Hi, Nicole. Hi, my love. So good to see you here. So if there's any questions, this is a good moment to ask questions, to put any comments or any insights that are coming to you. And I think this concept is very exciting. It gives me a lot of hope. It allows me to relax into whatever is the situation that I'm going through. I'm not saying let's be irresponsible. I'm not saying, let's, I don't know, resist whatever is. What I'm saying is that let's remember and see what happens after you remember. Let's remember and then see what happens when you remember. See what you feel called to do after you remember. That you are enough. That nothing has ever touched you. So if there's any questions, I encourage you to ask it right now. Now, today I said just a couple moments ago that this is not about a logical understanding. You can get it with your logic, but it's better, more profound when we get it with our hearts. So I'm going to teach you a breathing I recently learned, and I've been loving it, and a mantra I took from this documentary called Ram Dass, Going Back Home, which I highly recommend you watch. It is on Netflix. It's a 30-minute little documentary. It's brilliant. And he was mentioning that he says this mantra, I am loving awareness. I am loving awareness. So I'm going to combine it with this technique, and we're going to do it together. And the way it works is the following. So you can do this for 10 minutes a day. So you sit in your couch or wherever it is that you meditate. You close your eyes, but don't do it now. I'm just going to show you how. But with your eyes closed, you're going to breathe in 4 times. You're going to inhale in 4. You're going to hold in 4. And then you're going to exhale in 4. And then hold in 4. So it goes something like this. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry. Going back again. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 1, 2. I'm sorry. Exhale, hold. I hope you're getting the sense of it. And I do it in a square because when I'm doing it, it helps me to imagine this. So inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. So we're always going to hold down here and up here, and then inhale and exhale in 4. So we're all doing that in 4 counts. Now we're going to bring in the mantra, I am loving consciousness, or I am loving awareness. I like the word awareness. You can say consciousness if you like consciousness. So you breathe, I am loving awareness, and then you hold, I am loving awareness. And then you exhale, I am loving awareness, and then you hold, I am loving awareness. I'm hoping this is clear to you because we're about to do it. Hi, Clem is saying that it's really good. Yeah, it's a really good one. So let's do it together. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes if you can, and wherever you are. If you can't close your eyes, you can keep them open. Perhaps you can just breathe with us. And I'm just going to start with the counting, and then I'm going to switch it to the mantra. Okay? So let's take a deep breath in. Exhale. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to say the mantra as you inhale. I am loving awareness. I am loving awareness. I am loving awareness. I am loving awareness. Inhale, I am loving awareness. Hold, I am loving awareness. Exhale, I am loving awareness. Hold, I am loving awareness. 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 Continue on your own. Take a deep breath in. Let go. And as you're connected to that awareness that you are loving awareness, that that's what you are truly, I want you to ask that quiet, wise part of you. Dear soul, dear loving awareness, what must I let go of that is preventing me from seeing the true of who I am? What must I let go of that is preventing me from seeing that I am enough? That there's nothing to fix, that I'm only evolving and expanding as a being, as a spiritual being having a human incarnation. And remember, your loving awareness has no judgment. It only has wisdom for you. Inhale and exhale. What habits, what addictions, what projects, people, what must I let go of that it's really, really easy for me to get distracted, to get disconnected from me? What's no longer serving me? And I want you to listen with loving awareness. We're going to breathe the last 3 times together. Inhale. Let go. Inhale. Release. Inhale. And let go. Okay. Very good. Open your eyes, come back to the room. Beautiful. How did it go for you guys? I am loving awareness. Did you touch a little bit of that feeling tone of being loving awareness? And what do you know it's time for you to let go of? Because here is the thing, this is a journey of not acquiring new stuff. You cannot add anything to you, as you are perfection at a spiritual level. You are perfect, you're intact. That's why you can begin right now, again, choosing differently. Your past has not stained you. Your past has not broken you. Your past has only taught you, has only helped you to see aspects of yourself that are ready to be released. And as we let go, remember that you are the queen, you are the king, you are royalty, you are the beloved. And heaven and earth is waiting for you if you want to remember. But we must let go of things that are no longer serving us. What must you let go of? I'm going to tell you, this morning I deleted Facebook, Instagram. What else did I delete? Audible, YouTube. I deleted all of those applications from my phone. And just because I know that I am ready to go a little deeper, and my phone sometimes is a little addiction to be getting input. I want to see that video. I want to see that. I want to see who commented. So if I take a little bit answering your messages, don't get offended. I will get back to you as soon as possible. But I am knowing that I'm ready to let go of distractions. Now I'm still going to get on Facebook through this way on Sundays, and I'm going to have my time to answer my messages, but they're not going to be on my phone. So then that's for me. You don't have to do this. I'm not demonizing Facebook. I'm not demonizing social media. I think they're great tools. But I know in me, it's time to let go of that on my phone. So my phone is pretty free of space right now. It feels really good. So what did you hear? What did you hear is time for you to let go? And I would love to see you put it in the comments, please. I'm going to give you some time. Anybody wants to comment? I hope you still hear me and see me, because today the internet has been acting up. What did you hear that you're ready to let go, that is preventing you from seeing that you are that loving awareness, that you're enough? What are you letting go? Well, I didn't see any comments, so today might be a short call if there's no interaction. All right, Kelly, thank you. Circumstances don't need to change for me to feel good. Powerful. It's a powerful awareness, because you are not your circumstances. You are more than that. You are that loving awareness that is the observer of the circumstances. And the empowering thing about that is that when you're the observer of your circumstances and you're not it, you can change your perception. You can change how you see it. You can change how you work around it. And when you change the way you look at things, said Wayne Dyer, the things you look at change. So it's a pretty interesting irony. When you start knowing that you're not the circumstances, and it's okay if they don't change, and you detach from changing them, and you start feeling good, then you start seeing that the circumstances change, but not because the circumstance changes, because you changed, which is very, very funny. Deanna, letting go of the past. Beautiful, letting go of the past. Yeah, the past was just a beautiful lesson. Well, I would say not beautiful sometimes, but in time you'll see it's a profound lessons in the past for us. But letting go of the past and starting brand new. I love that the other day with you we did the new moon circle, a woman's circle, and the lady said this new moon that happened 2 days ago, it's all about new beginnings. So I just want to tell you guys, it's a very powerful times for a new beginning. So, but in order to begin brand new, we need to let go of the clutter. So let's see, Clem says, I've perched attending all of the business networking events in my journey to let go of the need of being the popular circle or in. Powerful, Clem. Thank you for that. That's a powerful move, an action. Yeah. Amazing. Thank you. Teddy says perception. You're letting go of perception? Is that what you mean, Teddy? Perception? What kind of perception are you letting go? If you want to share. If you want to share. All right. Amazing, guys. So this meditation I just taught you, it's been very powerful for me. You don't have to use the mantra, I am loving awareness. That's the mantra that's been working with me. I love it, and I wanted to share with you. You can use any. You can say, I am loving wisdom. I am pure abundance. I am enough. That's a powerful one. And then the way when you're breathing, that pattern of breathing, what allows you is to calm the mind, because your focus in the counting and the holding, when you're holding, your nervous system acclimates. So whatever affirmation you're saying or mantra you're saying, it goes deeper into your subconscious mind. So this forms of breathing have been used for thousands of years, and yogis and people that meditate to calm the mind. It really helps me. So I say, why don't you guys try to do it 10 minutes a day, every day? You put it in your phone, 10 minutes counting, and then you do this kind of breathing, and you let me know how it goes. Every day, taking the time to remember who you truly are. Remember that you're enough, more than enough, that you are the beloved, the universe itself. Beautiful. So Teddy says, understanding it and controlling my actions in regards to it. Understanding perception. Okay. All right. Well, if that resonates with you, Teddy, go for it. I'm not really sure what you're talking about. You would have to give me some context about what you're talking about, but I'm pretty sure that is resonating with you. And so I said, go for it. If it feels like expands your heart, expands your body. Our body's always talking to us by that feeling of like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like when I deleted the apps on my phone this morning, I was like, oh, this feels really good to me. For some people, it's like, whoa, I'm not there. I don't want to delete social media from my phone. I said, don't do it if it's not for you right now. So let's do what feels that is a step towards our expansion and evolution. So amazing. I don't see more comments. I'm going to just assume we're complete. I think this was a sweet, short Facebook Live. I love you. Have a wonderful week. And thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.